I've got an exciting day today. I've got a delivery on a brand new tool, which is going to improve workshop speed and create jobs to be a lot smoother and nicer. And fortunately for this tool, it's 980 kilo, and one of my neighbours just up the road, he gave me a forklift. So that's been handy to put the hoist up in the workshop, and it'll be handy for this new big power hammer, which I'll show you guys. And in today as well, I got Tony, hey Tony.
Oh, hi Ryan, how you doing?
Tony's the owner of the Lancia Zagato, and Tony's in here giving me a hand putting this new big power hammer in. So we're going to fit this hammer up and get some work done. How good. The power hammer is it's now bolted in, so ready to take for a test spin. And this thing is very different to what it looks like in the photos. It's definitely a lot bigger. I had seen a couple of photos and a couple of sort of videos of the boys who had the prototype. So Aidan at Bespoke Coachworks, he had a prototype with the 940 throat depth, and the boys down at Motor Retro, they had a prototype too, and I heard a lot of great things about this hammer, so super excited to have it in the shop. It's going to be a very, very nice tool to use, and it comes with a lot of great things. So you have about 17 lower anvils in steel, and then lower anvils for aluminium work too, same with the top flat die, and then thumbnail shrinking dies, stretching dies, all that sort of stuff. So I am going to do a video, so keep an eye out for that video, actually going more in depth into this machine as I use it a little bit more and actually test it and use it on a few jobs. I'll go through on different ways to use this machine, how it works, and how power hammers work. So keep an eye out for that video. But I had a talk to Rick down at Hare and Forbes in May at Motor X. So pretty much I'd seen a couple of photos of this hammer and thought, man, this is going to be great. It's a big upgrade from the little power hammer. The little power hammer is a great hammer, and I've used that heaps, but this thing's going to get used a lot. So definitely very excited about this machine. And also spoke to Paul at the Victoria Hare and Forbes, and he came down and delivered this personally. So it's a great machine, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing the video going in more in depth in this machine. But for now, we'll give this thing a little test, just make a random shape of some sort, just to see what it hits like, and just test out a few of these lower anvils, test the thumbnail shrinking dies, and then start using it on a few jobs around here. So we'll get into it, give this thing a little bit of a test, and yeah. But another thing too, so a few of you guys probably would have seen the power hammer thumbnail, and you guys who are sheet metal guys, you would know what this hammer's used for and how it's used in sheet metal. But there is power hammer as well. That's a blacksmith power hammer. The function of it going up and down and hitting, you know, kind of similar, but definitely completely different machines. So a blacksmith power hammer and a sheet metal power hammer are definitely different and hit in a different way. So I'll go into depth with that in the other video. But yeah, let's test this thing and make some sort of little shape out of a bit of scrap metal around here and have a little go on this. I've put the thumbnail shrinking dies in and just gone ahead and cut out a piece of scrap metal, just a curved edge, and so I can shrink the material. That will shrink that edge around, giving it a bit of a curved shape, and then we'll go ahead and use a couple of the anvil dies, hammer it out, smooth it out, see what the hit's like, and get a feel for the machine. What a great hammer this is. So that was nice to make a little test panel, first little panel through the machine. It's nothing special. It's just I wanted to see what the thumbnail shrinking dies were like and see what the lower anvils were like, how sort of hard the machine would hit, see how much material it would move and everything. And that is the finish straight off the hammer. So that's what it's looking like. Quick little test panel. Obviously I'm going to be making a lot of bigger stuff, better stuff, and more complicated shapes, but as a little test panel, this is a great little thing, and I'm super excited to start making some parts for customers on this. So it is a very loud machine, so it is important to have hearing protection in when you're using this. And I know a few of you guys may say, hey Ryan, you're not wearing hearing protection. I am, and I wear earplugs, and I have earplugs in all day, every day. And on the Facebook and Instagram world, it's funny. There's a few guys that have a concern and they go, hey Ryan, put some ear protection in. I do have hearing protection and I have it all the time. And the reason I'll go with the earplugs is if you're welding, you can't have earmuffs on, and you can put a welding helmet on. You can wear them all day, every day. If someone makes noise across the other side of the workshop and you're welding, your hearing's protected already. So you're covered in that, and you don't have to put earmuffs on, off, getting up under a wheel arch, hitting your earmuffs on things, catching. This is a nicer option, and that's why I'm an earplug kind of guy. So I like that for when it comes down to hearing protection, but when you're using things, hitting onto, using steel dollies, hitting on steel tables, look after your hearing, so that is important. And yeah, so for the hammer, I'm very impressed with the first run and the first little test panel. So I like the finish. It's nice and smooth. The dies were nice to use, and I'm super excited to be making some bigger stuff and more panels on this. I have a video coming up, so keep an eye out for that. And that will be making a reverse cowl on a bonnet, which would be a nice panel to test this with a 36 radius on the bottom, low crown. It's not super wide, but very long. So see what it's like to have my arms spread wide, swinging a sheet on this. So that's going to be nice. That's going to be the first real panel that I'll be making out of this machine. So keep an eye up. That video is going to be coming up very soon. Because that's the job next week. So keep an eye out for that video, and also keep an eye out for going more in depth as I test this machine, use a couple other functions, and see what it's like. Checking out the backstop, making Pullmax dials for this, so you can do Pullmax stuff in this machine too. Make your own profiles, custom dies, custom shapes, in this hammer too. So it's a very versatile hammer. You can use it for a lot of different things. So super excited and pumped for that. Show a couple little videos of this hammer, and I'll catch you on the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Cheers.